Hi guys, hope today went well. Your first day of V-Learning. I know for this class, 4 of you emailed me, which was what I asked you to do at the end of the video for sorry, you'll watch this tomorrow. So actually it's the end of the video you were supposed to watch yesterday. I told you to email me about something. So if you didn't email me what you were supposed to email me, go back and watch tomorrow's video. It's at the very end that I tell you what you're supposed to do. All right, so today we are going to do pages 3 and 4 from the study guide. So this is, I did pages 1 and 2 yesterday. I gave this to you on Friday last week, so hopefully you have it. We're going to go through this, and again, at the end, I'm going to tell you another thing to email me today so that you get credit for today's lesson. All right, here we go. I'm going to turn this around and make a weird noise. Okay, so the first one is about like generating a sample, and it's still the same as the ones we were doing yesterday with the proportion. So it says, in a recent shipment of pens, some were defective. It actually said 150. I don't know why it said that. Ignore that. Okay, so the manufacturer generates a random sample to simulate 20 pens to inspect in the different shipment. Integers 1 through 150 represent defective pens. Based on this sample, how many defective pens might the manufacturer expect in his next shipment of 3,000 pens? Okay, so first thing we want to do, we know that there's 20 in the sample, and we want to figure out how many in the sample are defective. So any numbers that are between 1 and 150 are the defective ones. So if you look, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers that are between 1 and 150. That means 6 out of the 20 that are up here, so there's 20 up here, it told me it here, I could also count these. 6 out of 20 were defective. So if we know there's 3,000 in the actual shipment, we want to figure out how many we think are going to be defective. So we do our cross multiply thing, right? So 6 times 3,000 is 18,000. And then we have 20x, divide both sides by 20. And x equals 900. So we would expect 900 defective pens. Okay. All right, down here, we've done a lot with these in class. So hopefully you're getting pretty good at them. We are looking at data that shows the ages of random sample of children under 14 who live in a condo building. So we're looking at the age of these children, and they're all under 14. Okay, so remember, when we're going to do a box plot, before we can get any of this information here, these numbers have to be in order from smallest to largest. So I'm going to have 1, 4, 4, 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay, so there's 4 6s, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 8, 9, and 11. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers here. So I'm going to start right away by cutting it in half. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this side and 5 on this side. So the lowest value, okay, that's 1. Highest value, that's 11. The median is my middle here. Well, what's the middle of 6 and 6? Oh, that's just 6. I mean, you can add them up and divide by 2. Well, 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Okay, then the lower quartile. The lower quartile is the middle of this lower half. And the middle here would be 4. So I've got 2 on this side, 2 on this side. Come to this half. My middle here is going to be 8. So then we do our box plot. Okay, our median is at 6. Our lower quartile is at 4. Our upper quartile is at 8. So there's my box. I'm going to put dots at my lowest amount, which is 1, and my highest amount, which is 11. and there's my whiskers. So there's your box plot. Okay, question down here. For this data set, one can make an inference that a child is most likely to be. So if you look here, it looks like most of the kids under age 1, no. Older than 7, no, that's only 3 kids. Older than 10, definitely not. Under 7, that's definitely the inference we want to go with. Okay, I'm going to try and speed this up because these videos always start to get iffy when they get too long. Okay, on this back side, it says use the dot plots that are up here. So we've got 4 dot plots. We're going to use those to answer questions 10 through 14. So question 10 says identify the graphs with an outlier. So the one with an outlier here is going to be graph B. If you look, it's got this point all the way over here. That's an outlier. It's not fitting with the rest of the data. Number 11, identify the graphs with symmetry. Symmetry, remember, is where it's kind of like the same on both sides. And A definitely has some symmetry, like these are the same, these are the same. And then we got our middle. So it's a nice little bell curve there. All right, 12, identify the graphs with 2 clusters. So graphs with 2 clusters, and it says graphs, so I'm pretty sure there's 2 here. C and D both have clusters. Clusters are groupings of data, like big chunks of data in one area. 13, identify the graph with the greatest spread. Think range. So in this case, the greatest spread is going to be C. So if you look, we're doing 19 minus 6. That's going to be, if I do the range for each of these, the one with the greatest range is C. All right, then 14, it says compare the centers of A and B using the medians. So to do that, we would have to put these in order from smallest to largest. So I'm just going to show you what we got here because this would take a while to actually write it all out. So here is graph A, smallest to largest. Our median is 2. Here's graph B, smallest to largest, lots of dots there. Our median is 10.4. So which has a greater median? Well, graph B. So that's how we're comparing them. All right, so that's that. Tomorrow we will have our last part to this lesson. I'll leave this here in case you guys are writing it down. Tomorrow we will do the last part to this, and then you are on spring break. Woo, woo, woo. All right, hope you guys are doing this e-learning, getting some good knowledge here. Make sure you're washing your hands and social distancing. All right, see you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, how are you supposed to tell me you did this? Sorry, forgot. With your email, tell me what your favorite TV show is that you're watching right now. Email that to me. That's how I know you watched this video. Bye-bye. TV show, TV show.